פורים, חג פורים, חג גדול ליהודים, מסכות ורשנים, זמירות וריקודים. המן הרישה רש רש רש, המן הרישה רש רש רש.
Hi, my name is Jen Strasser, and I am going to walk you through how to make Hamantaschen dough, which can be found in your Generation to Generation Temple Emanuel cookbook. So the ingredients you'll need is a cup of sugar, 1.5 sticks of margarine, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, 4 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and 4 tablespoons of milk. So first off is we're going to cream our margarine and sugar together. And you can do this in a stand mixer. You can also do this in a food processor, or you can do it by hand. So the margarine went in, and here's my cup of sugar. And I'm going to cream that together. All right, I've just finished creaming the margarine and sugar together. It's always useful to scrape the bowl down. And then I am going to add the vanilla and the eggs and mix it again. All right, I've just mixed in the eggs. I'm going to scrape the bowl again. And now I'm going to mix the dry ingredients together. The baking powder and the salt. Just mix it. And then I am going to add it in pieces and try to do it in 4 installments, alternating with the milk. So I will add a little bit before I get it started. Once it gets incorporated, I add just a little bit of milk. And then I add the flour, some more flour mixture again. And let that mix up and add a little bit of milk. A little bit more. And then I'm going to finish with the flour and end with the milk. And I'm just going to scrape it down. And then we will form it into a ball to let it chill for a little bit in the fridge. All right, and then here is the dough, nice and formed together. And I'm just going to take some plastic wrap and I'm going to turn it out. And just shape it into a disc and let it sit and chill for about an hour or 2 in the fridge. So I now have my dough pressed in plastic wrap. I'm going to place it in the fridge to chill. And then when we take it out to roll, don't forget to turn your oven on to 350 degrees to heat up so that we can bake our cookies. All right, so take your dough out of the fridge, and I just turned my oven on to 350, and I have my parchment lined cookie sheets. So we're taking the dough, and I just sprinkled a little bit of powdered sugar. You can also use flour, it's fine. But someone once told me that you can roll it out with powdered sugar too, and I thought that that would be fun. So I just sprinkle a little bit on the dough, and I'll roll it out. And if you ever have trouble with it sticking, you can also use sheets of parchment to roll it out. So sometimes I do that depending on how sticky the dough is. And I just roll it out to a thickness that is, well, you don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. So you kind of just keep on rolling until it gets to the right thickness. All right, so I finished rolling out the dough, and I just have a circle cutter here. You can also use a glass to just press out your circles. And so you just want to press out as many as you can. And this dough, you can scrape it back up into a ball and roll it out again. It'll do fine. So we're just going to press them all out. And next, we'll put them on our sheets and we will fill them. All right, so just finishing putting the topping, or the filling rather, into the cookie. And you don't want to put too much because it'll bubble out and over and it might make a mess. And then the trick to folding them is each fold you want one edge up, over, and one edge under, so that you get the hat shape. And so since this part's over, I want this part to be under. And then you just press them together. And then that part is under, so I want this part to be over. To make your little Hamantaschen, Haman's hat. And so I'll do this one as well. And then once you get on a roll, it goes much easier. There we go. And then you can fill them. You can look online for all sorts of different inspired toppings. All right, now these are ready to be put in the oven, and you bake them at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. So happy baking, Chag Sameach.